Hello, everyone. Welcome and very good afternoon to all of you. I'm really excited to have this live once again with all of you and extremely excited about the guest who's coming on Spotlight with Suman. My name is Suman Agarwal, and I'm the co founder and director of Image Consulting Business Institute. And joining us today is a former Indian Navy officer, leadership expert, soft skills trainer, and an image consultant. After serving the nation for 12 years, she embarked on a remarkable journey of reinvention, transformation, her passion for people development into a career focused on leadership, communication, and confidence, and personal effectiveness, proving that growth and purpose can be redefined at any stage of life. So, people, let's welcome retired Major Rupinder Kaur Kalkat from Delhi. Let us see if she's here, and I would just like to add her in the conversation. She's yet not here, and we're just waiting. All right. So she's here, and I'm just accepting her request to be a part of this conversation.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello,
How are you?
hello. A very good afternoon to you as well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, ma'am. How are you doing?
Excellent, as always. So good to have you here, retired Major Rupinder Kaur Kalkat. So that's like
Thank
a big designation along with the name.
thank you, ma'am. And
How are you
I
doing?
had
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, wonderful, ma'am. And I'm very grateful, excited to be part of this spotlight. I always used to look forward and I used to see, okay, one day I will be there sharing spotlight with
Absolutely.
ma'am.
And today is your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lovely, Rupinder. So, uh, I'm really excited to hear about the things that you've done, you've accomplished. So, I really want to hear it from the horse's mouth today. And a lot of people who are here would also like to know a lot about what's the story behind the long designation along with the name. So, Rupinder, after 12 years of Indian Army, what inspired you to explore this entire new profession of image consulting and soft skills?
Ma'am, to be very honest, I never imagined I'm going to have a second career.
Hmm.
I loved wearing uniform. I love the organization. I'm married to an olive green, and I am whatever I am today is all because of Indian Army. It has taught me leadership, teamwork, how to stay calm under pressure. You know, But there's a hard reality of in an army is that your family life suffers.
Yeah.
My husband and I was posted most of the time separately while he was in different location. I was different, but my son used to miss him a lot, and I could see him that thing in his growth. I think that is when I decided that I'm going to take a relief from the service, but then, what to do next? So I thought, let's take a 1 year break and then I will decide. But within a month, ma'am, let me tell you, within a month, I decided I can't sit at home. I have to do something. And, I was always very passionate about mentoring people. I,
Hmm.
I was always the one who used to give gyan to people. So they were the,
So you
we
think that ICDI people give gyan? Is that what you're trying to say?
not exactly the gyan, but we shape, we bring best from the person, and I think that is what is required. We don't change the person; we bring the best out of the person.
Absolutely. So
So
how difficult was it to take the decision of moving out of the army life to a regular civilian life and start something all over again?
It was indeed a very difficult call, ma'am. I because you know it's like a way of living. Utte, bette, jagte, zagte, you can always think about army, do nothing else. And it is so imbibed in me, inside me, that I still, because husband is part of this organization, and that is, I'm still connected to it. It's not that I'm completely different now. I will always be connected with this organization, but in a different role,
Hmm.
not as an officer anymore, but as an
Right.
army officer's wife, and which is again a very important role, because you're mentoring the families over there. You are bringing, developing their personality. You're bringing the best out of them. So it was indeed a very difficult one for me. Initially, it was so that I used to go to my husband's office or and sit there to get the feel that I'm not retired. But then, yes, I would say the journey, the transformation has been beautiful, because the role might, I'm not wearing the uniform anymore, but the role remains the same. The environment is different.
Very true.
And, I love, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing right now. I love doing that. That is why I'm here.
Excellent. So, what really motivated you to join ICBI at a stage when, people become comfortable with what they already know? And why ICBI specifically?
Ma'am, I believe that learning never change. Learning should never stop.
Hmm.
And I don't think so. In there is ever a stage in life when we know enough that
Hmm.
okay, I'm done, and I don't want to do any more thing. And I think I always wanted to have a very meaningful second career, not just like 9 to 5, or I will not say 9 to 5 is not meaningful by it, but I wanted to do something important, which and an impact, meaningful and impactful life. I wanted to give something back to the society, maybe not guarding the nation, but in a different form. So whatever teaching I got from army, I wanted to bring it to the society. So not everybody can join army, right? But I can, through me, I think I can give the values to the corporate. And I'm very grateful. I joined ICBI because ICBI gave me the direction to convert my passion to the profession. And not only, it was not very easy for me to come, it was sort of easy to come out of the comfort zone, I would say. It is like, because I was already excited and passionate about my work. So I believe the moment I decided that I want to join it, I wanted to do it, let's do it. I had no clue what to do when I moved out of army, and I was like, okay, what's next? What should I do? But then ICBI gave me a direction.
But then, how did you know about ICBI?
So, shall I reveal it, ma'am?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
through Instagram itself. So there was beautiful advertisement. There was a beautiful lady. Then later I discovered it was you.
Oh, okay.
That take a test. What you want to do next, and are you a housewife and you want to do open a new career path and all. So I just took the exam, and that's how it happened. And later I came to know one of my relative also doing the course from ICA. She has finished then that time, and she told me when I asked her, okay, Bhabhi, shall I go for it? She said, you must go for it. I said, okay, I'm enrolling for it. And it was Ganesh Chaturthi when I, gave a call to Harshpreet. I said, I'm Harshpreet, I want to do it. I just want to go ahead with it. I
Hmm.
think this is my calling. So, and before that, ma'am, I would like to tell, that I used to write a lot in my diary, because I was doing self reflection. I'm an engineer, software engineer. I have 12 years of experience. What's next?
रुपिंदर क्या
What's
क्या
the
किया हुआ है लाइफ में भाई? आर्मी, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग एंड नाउ इमेज कंसल्टिंग, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स, मतलब रिकॉर्ड बनाना है हर एक डोमेन में.
messy? Jack of all trade, master of none, but I want to be master in this.
Yeah, absolutely. Now put a full stop. Now don't move
I,
to anything else.
now I'm doing what I love the most. I
Lovely.
love the most. And I think I'm grateful for giving, thanks to ICBI for giving me the direction actually, where to go.
Excellent. So, how different is leading soldiers from facilitating a corporate training room? I'm sure this is going to be a little tricky thing, but
Man, earlier I thought actually it's a very different thing. But once I started with the corporate world, I realizes the value which army has taught me, discipline, teamwork, collaboration, empathy, all is same values is required there in the corporate world also.
but don't you think your army life was more challenging than what you do with corporate?
It is indeed a very challenging, no doubt about it. It is indeed very challenging, no doubt about it. But I think that challenges I have experience.
Hmm.
I can tell those experience. I can use those experience in telling this thing, teaching, facilitating in corporate world. So I'm using actually most of the time I use and narrate my own experiences,
Hmm.
and which people some obviously not they don't understand the army life. So I convert it into the so the corporate people can understand it. And I think it is, and I was an instructor grading in army also, so I used to conduct trainings for our jawans. And I think that passion was always there in me to somewhat teach and to train. And the moment I come to know about the training, my energy is high. I'm like, yes, bring it on, let's do it.
Lovely. And I think even in terms of your physical fitness, your mental fitness, a lot is contributed to the life that you've come out of, the army life.
Yes,
So that also plays a very important role, especially your how you feel about yourself, what do you think about yourself psychologically, emotionally. I think that strength, I think, takes you a long way.
absolutely, ma'am, absolutely. And I think army training itself is not only physical; it's they make you mentally strong too.
Hmm.
Like they prepare you for any untoward incident, right? So basically, our training is as if even if in a war, if someone becomes a prisoner of war, and God forbid that never happens, but they train you such a way that you're strong mentally. You will never give up for your nation. So this determination, the discipline, this training helps you in your life. And this same discipline and training and the values are there in me, and I'm using it constantly for corporate training.
Brilliant. Lovely. So, how is it to be a wife, a mother, an army officer, ex army officer now, and a trainer now? So, which transition has been most challenging for you?
Very interesting question, ma'am. Very interesting. I think everybody would think that army training is very difficult. It is difficult. It is both mentally and physically challenging. They push you to your limits and prepare
Hmm.
you to handle the challenge. But honestly, the most challenging transition is for me is to become a mother.
Oh, is it?
My because a child, all every child is different, and they don't come with a manual.
Hmm.
They don't have any manuals how to handle them. And my 7-year-old keeps me on the toes all the time. He throws the challenge on me so much. I never read a book on how to be an officer or how to be a wife or how to be image concerned. Obviously, we had to go through the course and the training. But I had read 3, 4 books how to talk to your child so that he listens.
ये तो किसी के बस की बात नहीं है. Whether it is a 7-year-old, it's a 10-year-old, or a teenager, my God, life is
See,
only going to become even more challenging with the passing years for you in the future.
Exactly, ma'am. And I believe, the motherhood is a beautiful part in women's life. And sadly, some people understand this when they are in professional organization, and sadly, some don't. And I think we need to, make the society and the workplace more comfortable for the mothers. We need to, make this transition for a professional working woman who is a new mother or who is a mother more comfortable.
True. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, tell me, did your military background help you become a better trainer
Oh,
and image consultant?
absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. No doubt about it, because I have already told it has framed me into a better person, the discipline, teamwork, and and this is what the corporate, values are.
Hmm.
Environment might be different. There is a high stake environment where I was working as an army officer, but as a leader, I might be different, where I have to take a very quick decision, where I have to be very thoughtful when I make a decision, because it's about life and death.
True.
Whereas it might not be that serious in corporate world, but values and the platforms is same. So, it's absolutely very, I would say, lessons which I have learned. I'm using the same. As a leader, I have learned to be, to show empathy, how to be empathetic. And I think I'm using this same values while I'm an image consultant too. I don't want to change the person completely. I want to bring the best out of that person. So I have to keep the empathetic factor in the mind.
It's the
I
same thing like how you are raising your child, right?
exactly,
So, how you are raising
exactly.
a child as a nurturer, you are a nurturer. So, that is why we always say and we always observe that most women become a part of the ICBI journey because they feel that they relate to this industry far more than any other industry because what they learn here, the innate ability because you are a nurturer.
Yes,
So that helps a lot in doing or in being a part of this profession more effectively because you know that naturally you are made to do this by design.
absolutely, ma'am. And
And that is
I'm
why
like,
you just get a structure to execute this kind of a work. And I think it just comes naturally to a lot of women.
absolutely, ma'am, absolutely. And I see a lot of army wives, army officers doing this training and becoming the trainer. I think we have s- all these values are in us so much. Be it our uniform, our grooming, our body language, our way of talking, our postures, so that it's easy for us to give this training to corporate.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. Great. So, what has been the most rewarding moment for you as an image consultant and soft skills trainer?
Ma'am, I think I'm lucky in that way, that I have a lot of proud moments and rewarding moments. I remember one on 15th of no, on 26th of January, I was called for a motivation lecture at GD Goenka, and I was just narrated a little girl's story, which was my journey, which I disclosed it in the end of it, and the
Mhm.
children were so motivated and so engrossed in the story. And when I disclosed that the story the girl, little girl with whom I'm talking about is me. And they were like surprised and they applauded. I think that was a very proud moment for me because I felt it that this is a nice way of telling kids a story and they felt happy and proud about it. And my first training, not first training, it was one of the project which I got it from ICBI itself. And I got a call from Harshpreet in the evening, and she said, आज तुम्हारी ऑफिस में बड़ी तारीफ हो रही थी. I thought to give you a call and
Hmm.
congratulate you. So this small gestures and that pat on the back motivates the trainer and gives you more encouragement to do best and better next time. So
Lovely.
I think I'm very grateful to have a wonderful team of ICBI who not only gives a direction but also keep motivating the trainers and keep pushing us.
I think the best part about our industry, the institute, ICBI, is that we always stay connected. So, irrespective of the
Absolutely.
fact that you are certified, not certified, we never leave you, you never leave us.
Absolutely.
And that's the best part because that constant hand holding and support is always there, irrespective whether you've been in the system for 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, 17 years. So ICBI is
17
17
years.
years old now. And we still have people from first batch, second batch, still connecting with us if they have any kind of assistance required or any guidance needed. So we are always hands on and we are always available for all our people who have been a part and parcel of ICBI.
Yes, absolutely. And this was one before I joined ICBI. I just wanted to. I asked Harshpreet about this. Harshpreet, don't worry about it. We are not going to just finish the course and let you be okay. Tata, bye bye. You're done. Now go. Okay, so we are going to be there for you. We're going to help you in this transition because I was literally worried because it's completely new profession like we discussed before, and I'm a fourth generation army officer. I have no clue about civil. I had worked in IIT company for a year, but then ultimately I had no clue what to do in civil life. So that ICB had helped me in the transition very beautifully.
And how does it feel to be the fourth generation army officer and now a civilian?
Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. I'm like very proud when I tell somebody fourth generation. My great grandfather had fought, World War II, and my grandfather had fought 65 and 75 war. So I
Wow.
like feel very proud of that telling, and I am the only one in my generation who has joined army. So it's a very proud moment for me. Yes, I had to take that call maybe to become a civilian. That's okay.
That's okay
I'm,
because you
I'm
consciously decided to do that. It
Yes,
did not
it
happen
was.
because आपके पास choice नहीं था.
Yeah, yeah. It was not like that. I did not have choice, but it was like I wanted to do that. I had achieved a bigger thing in my life, and I wanted to explore more. I wanted to explore and wanted to get out of my comfort zone to become something else.
Absolutely. That's so amazing. And how does it feel to be at home, hands on with your little one, and taking care of him, being around, and being available for a child like your son?
Oh, it's challenging, it's exciting, and it is good. As for till now, we are surviving. I would say we both are surviving each other well. And initially, one and somewhat, I never had a friend groups of friends like. In army, obviously you have a professional life, you have friends, but I made wonderful friends who, been through this journey, who were there for me always, even when it comes to, okay, you want to click my picture or you want to put it on Instagram, I will click your picture. Or you want to, they are the one who has suggested, why don't you do this? Why don't you say it? So my transition was very happy
Hmm.
when I left army and to be just a wife, a mother, and I had, it was all because I had a wonderful friends, I would say.
Superb.
So it was fun.
Lovely. So, how are you monetizing this profession of being an image consultant and soft skills trainer?
So I have opened up my own company, and I am taking sessions with the multinational companies. I do team building session and a leadership more often, and grooming session for the company. So I've been luckily everything came to me on the plateau. I did not have to do much. I was approached by again it all by like giving some angels who are retired army officer are the one who are giving me this opportunities. So they are sending me, okay, I saw your work and I really like your work. Can you be associated with us for the training? I said, why not? So I'm like, I did this session once, and now they have hired me for whole year.
Wow,
And they, if the client is coming back again and again, that means you are doing well.
of course.
So, and I have a lot of projects coming up, and I'm very grateful that ICBA is also giving me a lot of opportunities. So ICBA has given me opportunity to do personal styling for Ellen Soli, Van Hussein, and also I had no when no other trailer were available. Not only when no other, the I don't know, somehow picture was given, then the company is rejecting a lot of trainers. I want you to, if you can go through the training. And once their feedback came, so they were like, we want to have more sessions with you. So,
Excellent.
so it's
That's really
wonderful.
amazing. So I'm sure the unknown space of probably the talent that you had, that's also probably a way to discover yourself in a much better way, because sometimes we ourselves don't know what talents, what hidden potential we have. And when
Absolutely.
you start, you know, diving deep into it, that is when you discover yourself, that how capable I am and how much I can do. Probably when you would have been just where you were at one point, you would not have known that you have so many other things also. So,
Absolutely.
so I think whatever happens, happens for the better.
Better, no doubt about it now.
Excellent. So, Rupinder, if someone is considering a second career and feels uncertain, what advice would you give to them?
Well, I would say, don't let uncertainty stop you. Like, it's completely normal to be feel nervous. It's completely normal. And when you're trying something new, when you don't know what will be the end result, it's completely normal. But I believe many of us don't try certain things because they are afraid of failure. And if you're not trying because you're afraid about the failure, you have already lost the opportunity.
Mhm.
One must try, and it's okay to fail. If you try and you are successful, wonderful. And if you have failed for any reason, it's okay. It's okay to fail. You learn certain lessons. Take that lesson, move ahead, look for more opportunity. So I think don't let the uncertainty stop you at all.
Absolutely. And I don't think that that should be any kind of hindrance to moving ahead in life. So if you're uncertain, ask, clarify your doubts. But uncertainty cannot lead to procrastination.
Yes, absolutely.
So, what is the next step for you, Major Rupinder Kaur Kalkat?
Ma'am, I have opened my own company, the Poised Edge,
Okay.
and and I'm very excited for it. It's a new brand, and I am like, I'm to be very honest, I have no not much through with the how the business is to be hold, but I'm learning it, and I'm very excited about it. I am, excited. Every client has taught me certain new things which I was not afraid. I never thought I will open a company, firstly.
Hmm.
I never thought I will have a own a business. And we are typically from an army background, from a service background, no scope of business at all. So
And the best
yes,
part about what business you are into is that you can take your business anywhere.
exactly. And I wanted that actually. I wanted to take that business anywhere because wherever my husband is moving, I want to be with him.
Yeah.
I want to be with my child. I want to be with him. I don't want my family life to suffer anymore. So this is the reason, one major reason why I, chose this path. And so the Poised Edge is doing well and getting a lot of work and, helping the organization build, better teams, productive team, collaboration between them, helping the organization have a
In
better
fact, you do a
leaders.
lot of work with army wives.
I did it that, ma'am. I did
Hmm.
that. Yeah, I did that. I got a project from one of the units for the. It was a paid assignment. They approached me. It was not a welfare because generally army, is like being an army. Is going to be a welfare association more,
Hmm.
but it was a paid assignment where I had did a software boot camp for the army wives, army jawans for the personality development because
Lovely.
they are coming from a very different background and culturally education wise, so there has to be certain platform from them where they understand this organization and have a personality so they can be recognized, oh, so this is a jawan's wife or this is an officer's wife. They have a personality. So I did a 5 days boot camp, personality development boot camp for them,
Excellent.
and it was a huge
When was
success.
this? Recently?
It was last November.
Acha. And
Right.
I'm sure that must have also given you so much of enthusiasm because that was again related to army.
Exactly. And in fact, my first project was from Army, where I had given training to military service engineers. And they were all civilians. Then, they, because we have civil defense staff also. So I had given them about the time management and about goal settings in their life. And their feedback was all positive that when it went up higher up in the authorities, they were like, okay, we are going to hire her again. So this year again, I'm July onwards, I have the session with them.
Wow, that's so amazing. And I think life has only become better with
Absolutely.
whatever steps you took and whatever you decided for your family. I think it's been a very, very rewarding profession and a journey so far.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great. So, one last question to you, Rupinder. In one sentence, what would you say to someone who believes it's too late to reinvent themselves?
It's never too late to reinvent. There is no age, there's no um, any part of life, any circumstance of life. It's never too age. Just enjoy it and just start a journey. If you want to do something, just start it. I in my batch, Mrs. Behel was there, who is 60-year-old. If she can't stop, why can a 23, 21, 38 year old women can stop?
We
We
have women who are from the age of 17 to 75, Rupinder.
Oh, wonderful. So that's what is life never stops. Life
Yeah.
learnings never stop.
So that's the best part about the industry of image consulting and soft skills. We have people from every single domain, starting from doctors, lawyers, professors, actors, cabin crew, L&D heads, scientists, like I said, chartered accountants, IT professionals, BFSI background people. So many of them who are, in fact, we have a lot of homemakers, we have a lot of students, we have a lot of freshers who have joined the industry and they are thriving today. So it's
Absolutely.
just a mindset where the settings of the mind has to be aligned to think in a way that yes, if I want to do something, there is nothing impossible that I cannot do. So that's the mindset with which people have to start and take themselves to the next level.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. I completely agree with you in this. And
Lovely.
looking at my journey, my course mates approached a lot. They keep asking me, "What are you doing? What did you do? From where did you do?" So,
Huh.
they want to know more about it, and they, get connected with the coordinators, how to become a corporate trainer.
Lovely. Absolutely amazing. So this was a wonderful conversation with you, Rupinder. This is the first time I am interviewing a lady army officer for the first time, and this was a very, very exciting. I was really looking forward to this interview with you. So
Right?
I wish you all the very best, and let us now see if people have questions that need to be answered. And if you have any question for Rupinder or for me, please put it in the comment section. One second, I think I saw some questions. Okay, Pravleen has asked, as a student, how can I contribute or join ICBI? Can you please guide me on this? So, Pravleen, uh, what you need to do is you can just visit imageconsultinginstitute.com, go through the entire website, and you can register for a call back. Somebody will get in touch with you, and then you can definitely have a discussion, and then we'll take it forward accordingly. Alternatively, you can just leave a direct message on ICBI India, and somebody will reach out to you as soon as they are able to see the message. I hope that's clear, Pravleen. Otherwise, you can leave another message in the comment section and I'll help you. Okay. Really inspired to hear your journey. That's Pravleen again. Thank you. How do you figure out what you love? That's for you.
So, you know what? How I figured out how I love, I used to write. I used to write it in the diary. And when I realized it, when I look back and it gives the one which gives you joy, and while you're writing and while you're doing that is an indication that you love this thing the most. Like, let me tell you, like, I love shopping a lot. I love shopping so much that whenever my aunt will come from USA to India, was the one who used to take her around. Okay, let's go for shopping. Okay, this material looks good. This is the place where we'll get the embroidery. Embroidery color will be like this. This is how it should be made. And I would tell my Masi, Masi, I want a job where I get paid for this. I had no clue that time that this is something image consultancy about, or this is about this is this can be a profession, and it used to give me joy. But later, when I came across ICP, I came about image consultant. That's how I was like, oh wow, this is my manifestation. It came true. I wanted to become one. So, figure you have
Here you
to,
are.
enjoy, see what gives you joy. Write in a diary what gives you, what you enjoy the most. Do self reflection. So I used to do self reflection once I left. What's next for me?
Hmm. Excellent. Uh, let's see if there is anything else. Okay, so no question as of now. We've covered everything. So just to add to what Rupinder just mentioned about becoming a personal shopper is what she really, really enjoys the most. So if you are choosing a path of becoming an image consultant or a soft skills trainer, image consulting also has a lot of things that you can explore. So image consulting is like an umbrella. It's an umbrella science, which is largely about human psychology. And when we talk about human psychology, it has a lot to do with self image, it has a lot to do with self perception, self confidence, self esteem. Also, about there are two parameters. One is that you work on the appearance part or you work on the inner part.
Yes.
So image has a lot of, you know, arenas when we talk about what exactly does one do when he or she becomes an image consultant. So a lot of people think that image consultant is only about fashion, only about style, only about clothes. No, image consultant also works on how you think about yourself. How do you perceive yourself? How do you align your mindset with your roles, with your goals, with your occasions in life? Because mindset is everything. How you think about yourself is very, very important, more important than how others think about you. So those things become very important because the moment you start feeling that your self image is not aligned or your self image is not very strong, it is very low, you start realizing that you are not confident. You feel that you are not very sure of so many things. You start feeling about a lot of sense of self doubt. You also start feeling that you have poor self perception because you are very weak from within, you're very weak mentally, you start feeling very insecure. So all these things are taken care by image consultants when they dive deeper into your mindset. And along with soft skills, there is a lot of work that happens inside out. So a lot of work happens inside your mind and outside physically. So unless and until you start feeling great about yourself, no matter what you wear, how you carry yourself, you will not feel confident. So confidence is the first thing, and that works
Yes.
alongside with your self-image. So that is why it has to be an inside out effect. तो बहुत काम करना पड़ता है इमेज कंसल्टेंट को, soft skills trainer को. So it's not just about what you do in terms of how you dress, how you present yourself. It's also about how you feel about yourself. So a lot that goes within. And if somebody is interested in the program, feel free to get in touch with us. We are more than happy to help you. And on that note, thank you so much, Rupinder. It was lovely having a conversation with you. It was really, really wonderful to have somebody who has spent 12 years in the army and then, you know, being in this industry, doing so much, and your background also helps a lot in contributing to what you actually are doing today. So it's a huge, huge contribution what you've made in the past and what you're doing now. So kudos to you. And you're
Thank you
doing
so
an
much.
amazing job. Continue with your work and continue to make all of us proud.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you for giving me this platform to, represent myself, to give me how I feel and to discuss about my journey. I hope I motivate many more. It's a wonderful a profession, I would say. It's a wonderful journey if one can. Not only if you don't want to do it professionally, at least it is very awakening for someone.
True, very true. Vijay Acharya is asking what makes a speaker transfer their emotion to the audience. It's being comfortable with yourself, Vijay. That's very important. If you're comfortable with yourself, you'll be comfortable with the audience. Like
Yes.
I said about self image, your self image is strong, you can do anything. So you are very powerful if your self image is powerful. If you're not thinking strongly about yourself from within, it will not be exhibited outside to the audience as well. So work on your self image, everything gets aligned automatically. Thank you once again. Thank you, lovely audience. We'll see you once again next week. Until then, this is Rupinder and Suman signing off for today.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.